works and everything.
I
So
have not.
I have some idea of how it works.
that's my job here tonight. Okay, so let me start screen sharing. That would
Spring.
probably be helpful.
What's up, mate?
What's it called? Lucio's run a tracer. You better diff this person. They're so bad. They're terrible. You better diff them.
Okay, so everyone can see. Yeah. Okay. So just gonna go over this real quick. Um, right here we're running. Okay, so Brig,
Yeah.
Juno, Brig, Juno, Diva, Doge, Tracer. Um, this is more of a dive comp to start off with. I just want to point that out. It's more of a dive comp, and that's how you're gonna be playing it. Um, with Juno Brig, Juno's very good right now because she basically can replace Ana. She's the Ana replacement because Ana is so good, but Diva's better than Winston. And Ana's really good with Winston, not so much with Diva. So Juno works really well with Diva, with her speed ring and Juno's range, Juno's mobility. She's just very aggressive as well, which pairs with Diva. One of Juno's downfalls is that she's not very good at peeling for other support. So a lot of the time you'll see Brig paired with her because Brig can pretty much care for herself. With a little bit of Juno sustain, she should be able to care. The other comp you'll see all the time is Ana. The Ana Juno is very good still. Only played with Diva, nothing else. If you're playing without Diva, it's gonna be bad. Your whole goal is to be very aggressive with this comp. It's nothing else. If you're playing back and poking and trying to do all that, you're gonna lose. It's very just straight up simple. Brig Juno, you can play with Ram. It's played with Ram quite a bit now. Because again, it's just Ram gets super aggressive. Pretty similar to Diva, where you can just go in with speed ring, get very aggressive as a team. So you're playing Diva. You want to be looking for. You have your. Here, let me see if this is gonna work right here. I just downloaded like a drawing thingy, but I couldn't get it working. So I'm gonna see if I can get it working right here. And it's not working right now. Yeah, this shit's cooked. I think it's not working. Okay, yeah. Fuck that then.
Yeah, I don't see it on my end.
Yeah, it's not working right now for me. I just tried to download it on a whim. Okay. So, any questions about the comp before we get into it? It was just a pretty quick breakdown, so if you have any questions, that's understandable.
I do have a question actually.
Yep.
So Rav last night told us that we're playing this comp more of like a brawl rather than a dive. I was just having trouble like um I guess deciding or like I can't really explain it. I guess I was having trouble like setting up a dive. Like I had better I guess I don't know how to word it. I guess I don't want to say luck, but I'm gonna just use it, I guess. I guess I had better luck like playing like a brawl. Because I
Okay.
mean, it's a control map. There's not
Yeah.
really good places to set up for a dive, I guess.
Yeah, the thing about Diva right now is that you can ignore the Reinhardt. The Reinhardt does nothing to you. So he's literally just he's nothing. So you should be able to dive. You should be able to get on this BAP and this Lucio on their rotations. Um, it's played more like a dive. If you're brawling into a Junkrat Reinhardt, then you're gonna lose on Diva. Did you have like a? Does that make sense? Because I don't really know.
Yeah, it makes
That's
sense.
that's how I'm interpreting it. Is like you think you should be brawling with it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I mean, if you're brawling, the Rein's just gonna shield you off and swing into you. Sim's gonna go right through your
also,
DM.
so when looking for a dive, obviously the tracer is gonna be that off angle
Tracer,
pressure, right?
just doing your Tracer.
Tracer gonna be the off angle. Oh, okay, so the
Mm-hmm.
tracer is gonna be diving in with me while
Mm-hmm.
the Sojourn is off angled pressure.
Yes, your Brig Juno. and your Brig Juno and Stoge is the core of your comp. Do you guys know like the core? Do you know? Have you talked about that with anyone else?
The core?
Yeah, you should have like a core of your comp,
Yeah.
and then you have like the dive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
we
Okay,
talked
so you
about
have
it.
talked about it. Okay. Does anyone have any questions about that before I start using those words?
No.
Okay. So basically, the core of your comp is just gonna be playing together. Your diva and your tracer should be diving. Your Soj, you want your Soj on an off angle. It's gonna be kind of weird because you're gonna be playing very, very split. It's gonna be a lot of your Brig Juno together. Like I'd say your Brig Juno setup here is like really good, and then your diva's gonna be here. Your tracer should be like around here, like on an off angle eventually. And then you want your Soj. Your Soj can play anywhere, like here, just on an off angle. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
On point it's gonna be a bit different because that's what their goal is. They want to get on point this comp. So a lot of the times is what you're gonna do is you're gonna sit your Soj Brig Juno here, and then your trace is gonna come around here, the flank, and then your diva is gonna be pretty up front, and then you're gonna call for it. Your Juno could speed ring you, and then you dive on a target in the back line, pretty much running past the Rhine in the sim.
Sorry, this is a bit late. Could you define core for me?
The core is they're not very mobile, so it's the strength of your comp. The strength of your comp is the Soj Juno Brig. The whole comp is centered around these characters here. The Diva and the Tracer complement them really well because they're split and it just creates more angles for that. Because your Soj is really the core of the comp. And your supports are going to be playing with that. It's the same if you're running an Ashe. The Soj can be an Ashe, it could be a Cassidy. Any hit scan character like that is usually part of the core with both supports.
And even
That's
though
what
the Juno has a lot of like mobility, she still enables the rest of the team like from the back line.
Yep. Juno has a lot of range, which is one of her perks. She has a lot of range, super survivable, those kind of things. Her weakness is peel, so you're running a brig with it. So yeah, your core is your whole comp basically just revolves around that, around getting your Soj to a good angle, and all that kind of stuff. And if your core is getting dove on, then your diva and your tracer need to be going on the enemy core. It's pretty much like creating the dive for the core, and whatever can come out on top is how dive comps work when in terms of
Trading
a mirror.
lines.
All right, so let's see what happens this first fight.
I felt super weird setting up here.
Yeah, you kind of need to look a bit more proactive. You kind of let them rotate for free. That's okay.
Yeah.
All right, this fight clearly very messy. Came down to a 2v3, really close. Let's talk about why it was so close. Okay, so here, this is where there's a big thing I've been talking about recently. I don't know if you know, but where I've been talking a lot about target priority, and you guys have been focusing on target priority. It's a very big deal to a lot of every comp we're gonna play is target priority. So here you see your tracer. Your tracer's in there, right? Here's a Reaper and a BAP. The BAP's not really looking at her, but BAP on her. At this point, your diva is still over here. So whether this was a miscommunication between your tracer or between your diva, there was some kind of miscommunication here. Because at this point, your diva needs to be ready. Your diva needs to be speed bringing this, and your diva needs to be going in on this map, or even the Reaper, like anyone. Because the whole thing is target priority is very important, and I don't want you to get into the mindset of target priority isn't important because it very much is. It's very important, but the most important thing to why you guys lost this was purely because of how split your timing was. So,
Yeah.
okay, so at this point, imagine this, right? Imagine your Tracer goes on this map. Imagine your Diva's here. Your Diva doesn't really hear a comm. He goes on this Reaper, okay? This Reaper is no longer on your Tracer, and this just opens up your Tracer for a free kill on the map over here. Same thing if you were to go on the Junkrat. So the most important thing is timing. Obviously, in an ideal situation, if your Tracer goes on this map and the Diva goes on this map. That's ideal. Sometimes the ideal is not going to happen. So the most important thing that you want to get down first is timing. And then at that point, target priority will come along with that. Target priority isn't something that you have to think about actively. It's something that will come along when you guys get better as a team and timing together better as a team. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So for next time, we could have like whoever's playing Tracer just be like, "Oh, I'm setting up to engage
You're-
on this person. I see this
At this
person.
point, your
Get
Tracer
ready."
needs to be screaming, I can go on this BAP in this Junkrat. The Junkrat and BAP are looking at me. Even though the BAPs aren't looking at him, your Tracer needs to be screaming this.
Okay.
If he's not,
Yo,
if he's not, he's useless on Tracer.
yo, whoever
Not
is
to
Tracer,
call him out, not to call him out, but if you're taking the off angle pressure away on Tracer and you're not screaming to your team like, hey, they're two looking at me, two go on this BAP, it's like you're useless. Because that's all Tracer is. It's all taking away pressure from a certain angle. Because look at what your Tracer's doing here. Is he calming it? No, but look what he's doing. He's pulling a Junkrat away. Imagine how much worse this would be if you had Junkrat spam coming in here as well when you guys are trying to push in. It would be a whole lot harder.
I have another question.
yeah.
Okay. So say I am set up like right there in Ryan's face, like you said I should be, or
Mhm.
not like in his face, but like in between
Yeah,
those
it's
like
getting
two
ready
gates
to
up there.
engage.
Okay.
You need to be ready to engage here. Yeah.
So when I am ready to engage, would I like fly in on the Bastion or the Baptiste like through like those three people, or would I
Yeah.
have to like? Okay.
Yeah, Diva's crazy tanky at this point. Cause okay, so at this point, what's gonna happen, right? You are here. Let's say in a perfect world, your Juno is here. These speed rings, okay? These speed rings, you're here. You go through here. You're gonna be taking no damage because you're through speed ring. You're Diva. You have DM. Like you're not gonna be taking damage. You should be able to get here in literally like 1 second. So
Would
at
I
this
just like
point,
would I just like walk through with the speed
Yeah.
ring instead of flying through?
fly through, fly through.
Okay.
You need to be timing that engage. Your Tracer needs to be, hey, I have two looking at me, two on this BAP. You say yes. Juno throws on speed ring. You fly through it. And at this point, your core is actually set up how I want them to do set up. Your Juno, your Brig, and your Soldier are right. They're playing. I couldn't ask for anything better for them in terms of positioning. I like how your Juno's a bit split. That's pretty good. It opens up a little bit more damage from the side. If anything, the one thing I would do maybe switch the Juno in the Sojourn. But my point is this is pretty good. So say you dive in here, right? Say you're a Diva, you flew through here with your Tracer. Say you're right here, okay? At this point, you and your Tracer will be doing this BAP, and this over here, this is their core. They have a decision to make. Sorry about that. So at this point, these two are gonna have a choice to make. Their choice is gonna be, hey, do we turn around and shoot this Diva, or are we just gonna keep looking this way at their core? And you see how that's an issue for them?
Mm-hmm.
Because at this point, if they turn around, they're not gonna like this coming out in their backs. They're not gonna like this. They're not gonna like this coming in their backs. It's gonna be insanely hard to deal with. So that's basically what I'm trying to get at. It's just if you guys were timed a little bit better here, it would have been a whole lot better. Because let's see what happens. Ready? Tracer's in. Tracer's in. Tracer's in. Tracer's in. Tracer's still in. Where's my Diva? Where's my Diva? Still, where's my Diva? Okay, my Tracer's backing up now. Where's my Diva? Where's my Diva here? Where's my Diva? Oh, my Diva's here. Okay. We got Immor out. Where's my Diva? My Diva finally made it here. And at this point, they were able to all go on you. You just didn't time well with your Tracer. I mean,
Sorry, Diego.
you try to brawl here. You try to brawl into three of them. It's not gonna work. You're not gonna out brawl Reinhardt's Junkrat Reaper. You need to, it feels like cheating. It does. It feels like you're cheating the game. But Diva is literally a cheat code right now. You're like, Diva's a cheat code. Like, just go on this. It's so free here if you called it out. And I'm not saying this is your fault, Mig. Your tracer could have been silent here, not calming it, and you have no clue what's going on. That's not your fault. Your
I feel like
tracer
it
needs to be
kind of is
calming
my
this.
fault.
I'm
feel like
not.
it kinda
I
is.
wasn't here. I wasn't here. It could have been. It could have been a bunch. It could have been a bunch of things. Maybe you were taking too much poke. Maybe your supports weren't healing you, so you can go in. Maybe your soldier wasn't shooting at the right angle, so that you were taking too much damage. I don't know. It could have been a whole lot. You know, there could have been a lot of things. I'm not saying all of you played perfect because there's 5 of you, and you know, if you were perfect, you'd be in Overwatch League. So this could be a, hey, my tracer's silent, not calming this. Maybe you didn't say anything. I don't know what happened, but there was a gap here, and that's for you to figure out because this isn't something in game that me or Rav are going to be able to help you with. This is something that you have to figure out on your own. Okay. I'm just diagnosing the problem, and you guys need to figure out how to fix the problem. I can try to help you fix the problem, but I'm not in game here. I'm not going to be in game. I'm not going to be in game telling you guys, hey, can we try to calm my dive on this map at the same time? Can my tracer be calming when he's on this map? That's not what I'm going to be doing. So that's for you guys to figure out. Bap still dies.
Yeah, Digger's doing so much right here.
And here's another thing. As much as I did shit on you, Mig, that fight, let's look at this. Ready? You're here. What is this Duncan Lucio doing? Does Lucio stop
Looking
peeling
at
for his
me.
BAP, is he? He's not peeling for his BAP. Yeah, you're feeding a bit, but the timing. See what I mean? It's timing. That's all timing is. Yeah, maybe Diego hit some nice clips here. I'm not really looking at his POV. I don't know what happened, but this is pretty free for him. The Tracer should win these. The BAP has no lamp. He's half HP. I mean, you know, he did pop off, but this is partly because of you had good timing with him. Whether your positioning or whatever else happened and you died here, obviously not good. But you know, your timing was in. Tracer gets 2 kills for free.
I have another question.
Yep.
So say we did have good timing.
Off the map.
I get it.
Say
Honestly,
we did.
I get it so much. I get it.
Yeah, say we
Sorry.
did have good timing and we just collapse on that BAP.
Yeah.
And then we make their core look and turn to me.
Mhm.
Is there like a guarantee that I get out and live, or do I just
Yeah.
give it up for the cause, I guess?
No, you should be able to get out on Diva. That's why Diva's so good right now. She's just super tanky and super mobile. So let's just put this into perspective, right? Diva has how much armor? Let's see real quick. Let's just go
It's
back.
half her HP.
Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, so let's see. 725. She's like 300 armor, right? 350 armor. So you have 4-second boosters. Your boosters are on a 4-second cooldown. You have 3-second DM. Let's do the math here. Right? So you boost in. You have to wait 4 seconds. You have a 3-second DM. So there's 1 second you got to worry about taking damage. But that 1 second you're taking damage, it's armor health. So like, who cares? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah. I mean, if you're here, let's just pull this back. If you're here on this bat, you don't have to be sitting right here with your back to the team. You're gonna be taking a lot of damage. It's literally just go right here. Or you could. I think you're doing a speed ring here. Yeah. So literally, this is a good speed ring. This is a great speed ring. I love this speed ring. You see this. You go boom, boom. Now you're right here. Look at this pinch. Is this Vap gonna do shit? Hell no. He's dead. With a diva on him. But my diva is invisible. I think. I don't know. Or dead.
Yeah. Wait, I don't even know where I am.
Invisible.
I think you're actually invisible. I think the replay was bugged.
Oh, I'm right there.
Yeah.
I'm being so for real. Yeah. All right.
Hmm.
But you see the miscommunication there.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess that's also like a staging thing. Like I fly through that window. Like if it were
Yeah.
me, I would just fly straight through the Rhine and through those doorways, and that's
Yeah.
probably where like I take a lot of damage. But if I fly
Yeah.
through that window, then
That's-
pinch,
that's one
I
thing, yeah.
live. Yeah.
Tank is. I got a VOD the other day actually from another code. They were VODing my team, and he explained it in the most sounds so stupid, but in the pre-fight, your DPS are unironically the tanks. You before the fight starts, you want them looking at your tracer, you want them looking at your Soj, because you on Diva, you are the engage. You are you're probably the most important piece of the comp on tank because your character is just so strong. Tank is since it's a solo role now, tank has been mega buffed, so it can survive in 5v5. So that's one of the things you have to keep in mind is that you are the strongest character. If you pin D.Va against any character on the team, you should win that 1v1 realistically, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so your character's mega buff. You don't want to be taking damage. A tank, you want to tank damage. It feels that way, but you want to be conserving your health. You need to be very like thinking about that.
Yeah. The main problem I've had with diving is just like whenever I do go in for the engage, I just die because I'm taking so much damage before I can even get my cooldowns back
Yeah.
up to get out. And
Yeah.
Brav like told me, "Oh, that's that's a staging thing," and I
That's
didn't
a
really like
that's
understand
a
until
that's a staging. It could be pathing, like I said. The difference between
Yeah.
like if you were to go in here with speedring, because speedring is so good right now. I'm being for real. You might not believe me, but you could start right here on the speedring. You could press boosters. You could get through this window and back here by the time your booster's done. It sounds crazy, but I swear to God you can.
yeah.
I swear to God, D.Va's so stupid right now with speedring. That's what makes her so strong. Is she can get anywhere. I don't know if you've seen a clip that there was this clip of I forget who was playing D.Va, but he was on what's it called? What's the map? Rialto. Rialto first point. He literally like went between like halfway across the map just with using speedring on D.Va booster, and it's just so stupid. So yeah, it could be you're taking too much damage before the fight, or just your pathing. Because if you're playing D.Va and you're just going well through 5 of them, like you're gonna be taking damage. All right, see what happens here. I didn't really look at our supports or our soldier in that fight. The comp is very dependent on your D.Va and your Tracer's timing. You guys need to just be carrying the fuck out of your brig here. Yep.
Big stand on business.
Yeah, your brig really does sound in business. This guy's a goat.
I
Alright,
agree.
nice. But you guys won the fight. And it was poorly timed, but it was timed enough to where it worked. That's timing is so important. It was timed so badly. But there was a frame when you guys were both in together, and that's what won you guys the fight. Now imagine if you could do that to a better level when you guys go in at the same time. It would be so free.
Remember, we don't have to be good, we just have to be better.
Exactly. Like here, your Tracer went a bit too aggressive here. Alright, let's see. Hello? wait. Hold on, can we laugh at this guy real quick?
He wanted that brig.
yeah. Okay. My bad. Alright.
Oh, I did something nutty right there. Did you see?
The boop off the ledge. Look at
Yeah.
that! Look at how good Tracer and D.Va go together. You guys like the whole team. Granted, their run was a bit stupid, but look at that. Eisen almost dying to junk passive.
Yeah,
Dude,
his body.
I get it.
Don't depend on the enemy making mistakes, but abuse them when they do.
Exactly. They're good all.
A lot of this was just us punishing them for having bad timing.
Yeah, these guys are terrible. I'm gonna point this out, and you guys are gonna slap yourself in the face here. All right, let's look at this. All right, the setup could be better, but I don't mind it. I would like a little bit more pinching going on. Like even if you're set up here on D.Va and your face is like over here, I would like that like way more. But that's not a big deal right here. There's a way bigger problem that happens this fight. Let's see it. Alright, right, huge. Good Juno. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Are we looking at this? We are looking at this, okay? They're gone. What is this here? This is
Core.
so free. This is so free. Look at this. You have a Juno ult. This is so easy. Your Tracer's even in a good position here. Your Tracer's fucking farming them. Look at this. Like, what is this? Come on, guys. This can't be happening. Why aren't we just walking on this?
Honestly, I didn't even see the Ram and the Lucio. I thought
It's
they
just
were
so
still over
late.
there.
Even here, even here. Look at it. You keep going. Keep going. Still. You're fine. Why are we flying back here? Fuck point. Who cares about point? You'll get that after you win the fight. Who cares? Win the fight first. The Drunk's half HP. He's not getting healed from his BAP. His BAP is not going to get healed from anybody. Why are we not flying on this? Why is our Tracer not in the back line? Like, where are we? Come on. So you see the issue? Again, it wasn't a target priority issue. It was a decision making and a timing issue. Your Tracer had a good position before the fight started. And let's see what happens. Right? My Tracer's here and they're back on 3 looking at him.
I know why I
And
didn't see them.
where are we? You know, it's like, where
I
are
know
we?
why I didn't see them.
And I know it feels like I'm bullying you, Mig. I know
No,
feels like
it
that,
makes
but
more sense now.
It's not you. It's not just you. I hope you
I
know
was
that.
expecting them to walk in, so I staged up top. But when I was staged up top, the Lucio and the Rams like slipped away.
I
And,
just
like, they
want
were
to
outside of
clarify
my
to everybody
LOS.
here, when it comes to team VODs, it feels very. A lot of team VODs will feel very like dive centric, or it will focus a lot on your tank or your Tracer, and that's just kind of how it works. Obviously there are some things that could have like probably gone better here between your Brig and your Juno. I don't know, but it just feels very tank oriented when it comes to VODs a lot of time. When it comes to team VODs, so I want you to know that it's not just you. I know it feels like I'm throwing everything at you or your
No, you're good.
Tracer, but that's just how it is. Like it's
Yeah.
not on you guys, but that's just how the comp works.
Yeah, the reason I didn't walk is because I didn't know the Ram and the Lucio were over there. And so I
Yeah.
was scared of get like,
Like even at this point, dude, like we can go in here. Like this is the thing. Like yeah, you're trapped, but why am I bringing Soj backing up? Like why are these two backing up? Like does my Soj have slide? She has slide. Like why aren't we going in here? This is so free. Like we could have just slide in here. Look at that. You have a huge angle on them. Your Brig could just walk in too. Like we have 5 here. We have 2 on point. And that's the thing. Look at look at Mick. This is your positioning here, right? I'm not in comms. I don't know what happened here. Right? But let's see. My Juno pops out. Maybe
yeah, by the
maybe
time
not
I
even,
drop,
okay,
they're
let's
already
see.
gone.
Like you could see this. This is something you need to see this Lucio and Ram over here, and you need to call this right away. This is something that needs to be like exploited. This is so bad from them. Like you even shot in their direction and DM'd in their direction. I feel like you knew they went that way. I don't know. I think this just needs to be calmed. Alright. Gonna move on from there. We saw the issue. That's the thing with this comp. Juno, Brig, it's very aggressive. I like that Juno ult, by the way. That was a great Juno ult. You're here, right? I like that.
Yeah,
Juno's ult is not very good at defensively. It's really good aggressively. I like that. You saw them push in. I don't know if you went to split them like that, but that was good. I like it.
I
You
didn't
wanna use-
saw I didn't see them split, but when I saw that they have to push through the choke point, so I just
Mhm.
also that just spam damage in, so they either have to retreat or if they just keep walk, then we just shoot for free.
Yeah, I like it. I like the proactiveness. That's great. It was a good ult. I mean, you saw what it did. So good on you. Juno comp and Juno ult is very proactive. That's one thing about Juno. Her ult is proactive. Her movement, like everything about Juno, you just need to be aggressive with it. And that's why we're running the Soj Tracer D.Va. It's just super dive. It's you dive so hard on them. Juno and D.Va are so good right now. That's why Tracer's a pick. Tracer's not a pick because she's like amazing. Tracer works really well with D.Va and Juno. That's just kind of how it works. And with Brig, Brig's not like meta. He's really good with Juno because Juno's not very good with Peel. Brig can kind of sustain herself a bit. That's why Brig's good with her. Like, And Brig works well with Tracer and all that kind of stuff, but you know. We need to be taking advantage of the reason we're playing the comp, which is the Juno and Diva.
Oh, this is the part where my brig was like, "Oh, what do we do from here?" And I was like, "I don't know, just be proactive."
Yeah, it's just wait. It's you have to kind of see this right here. Look at this. All right, so we need to be calling this out. They have a okay. Let's look at here. Right here as a team, are they not? Don't look at like over there. Like right here. If they're right here, right? Can you really dive them? I mean, not really. You like this angle? Like it's not really good. You need to be seeing this as soon as before the fight starts, Meg. You need to say as soon as they walk out this choke, I am gonna drop on them. Like you can literally just set up here. Just set up here. Like when they as soon as they walk out, you need to be on this. Like why like we're too late on this already. They got window out. We're too late. Like your brig's already dead. Yeah, the ram's running. You need to have a fight plan. And it feels like there was no plan. Like when your brig asks saying what should we do? And you say, I don't know. Like what is that? Hey guys, as soon as I walk through this choke, I'm gonna be going on spap. You were in a good position here. Weren't you right here?
Mhm.
Right? Until you just be on this. Imagine if you're a BAP here and you have a diva in your fucking face beating on you, booping you around, are you gonna throw a window down right here? I mean maybe, but you're gonna be like panicking, you know? It'll be a lot harder for them. Don't let them do this. They do this for free. What do they invest here? Field? Ramsfield? Like it's like there's no pressure. There's no pressure. No pressure still. No pressure. No pressure. No pressure. Still no pressure. Hey, we got some pressure on them. My brig's dead. Nice. You see? My god. My goat. Yeah, you guys need to give Diego a kiss. Alright. Nice. So do we have any questions about that map?
Diego's the goat.
Not a question, but I agree.
It's a statement.
Anyone have any questions? Anybody?
If you could put
Oh.
a TLDR of that map, what would you say?
TLDR?
Yes.
Like of what you guys should be working on, like a checklist?
Both what went well or what went wrong.
A lot. Okay. Let me write this out here so that way I can save it.
I actually have a question too.
Alright,
You
so we
can
finish this
answer.
up real quick.
Yeah.
Alright. Team bot reviews. Team comps. Comms, coaching list. I don't know where to write this shit. I'm gonna put it in general. Alright. Legion. Okay. So number one, we went over is your timing. With your Jiva and your Tracer. But you see what I mean? How the timing kind of plays into the whole target priority thing. Like your timing is so much more important, and once the timing comes along, your target priority will come along with it. It's just you need to get that timing thing. If your target priority is good but your timing's bad, nothing's gonna ever die. So you see that? Okay. Number two. Number one was timing. The timing was off. Number two thing I had was sometimes it didn't feel, especially that last fight as you saw, there was no pressure. Like we need to have some kind of plan set up, and there wasn't a plan. So fight planning. And so timing, fight planning, and staging for pinch. Okay, so that was the three things. I'll just do three. Pretty upfront and simple. Your timing, your fight planning, and your staging. And your staging for a pinch. Because like I said right here, you guys can get such a good pinch here. Mm-hmm. Like even right here. So right here, right? The fight plan is as soon as they walk through this choke, we're gonna go on them. right? Because at this point we should know they have window, which we can say they either window or they have no ult, right? And we have 3 ults. And again, the thing with the Juno break comp is you want to be very aggressive. So fight plan, they walk through this choke, we're gonna get out of them. So at this point, Diego needs to say, hey, assuming you call this Meg, Diego needs to say, hey, we're gonna go on them at the choke. So hey, I'm gonna set up right here, right? So you have this set up. Hypothetically, right? So you have a fight plan, you have a setup for it, boom, right here. D.Va flies in, your hero's coming through here. That's such a free fight. So those are the 2 things. I'd
This
like
is
you
where
guys
my
to.
question comes in.
Okay, yeah. Sorry. Okay, so are you all set with that, Nako?
Sorry.
Were you all set with that? The
Yeah.
3 things I went over was
Yes.
your timing, your fight planning, and your staging for pinches. Yep.
So I
Then-
guess like a quick question. So I guess for
Mhm.
like when I speed ring, I kind of like need to
Mhm.
communicate with the divas. I say, so
Yeah.
who make the call that's like I'm gonna die, and then the Juno speed, or the Juno say I'm gonna speed ring here, and then you're gonna die.
You want to be. It's all about timing. So you need to time it with if you hear your tracer saying, "Hey, I want to go on this," and your diva's like, "Yeah, let's go on it," you should be throwing speeding on your diva.
Okay.
Because your speeding is really good for 2 things. One, it's very good for comboing with your diva for engagements, and 2, it helps with your survivability. Obviously in the ideal world, you're not going to be using it for yourself because that's how support works. You want to be using your resources on other people. You want to be as less greedy as you can on support. Like on a nade, it's better offensively. All those kind of things. You know what I mean, right? So, in an ideal world, you want to be using all your abilities for your teammates, and that's just kind of how support works.
Even for the
Um,
Juno shift, because I usually set my shift to get out of trouble.
Like, what do you mean, like your fly?
Yeah.
Yeah, your fly. Yeah, that's all I'd use it for. Is like
Okay.
that. It's not
you-
really good for that kind of thing. It's good for repositioning and like you said, like just using it for survivability. And you can
If
combo
you-
speedring with that. If you're getting like really pressured on Juno, you can combo speedring with her fly and you can literally fucking be out of there. And even still with speedring, if you throw it, you don't have to be near it. I'm assuming you know that, right? You play Juno. Even if you
Again?
throw it, you don't have to go through the speeder and get the speed. So
Yeah,
you can.
shooting
I
it
think
just
that's
gives you
like
the
3
speed boost.
seconds too.
Yeah. So okay, let's just say hypothetically, okay? Like obviously this isn't happening. Well, let's say they have like a, I don't know, a Tracer Winston, okay? They have a Tracer right here and a Winston going to dive you. You see the dive, you can throw speedering right here for your diva, and then you can fly out here with your speed still, right?
Yeah.
So you want to either be doing that kind of thing, or you can your diva's like, hey, can we speed ring? It doesn't have to be one thing in specific. It can be if you hear your diva going for a dive, you can do it yourself. Make your own decision. Say, hey, I'm gonna speed ring this. Your diva should go through it. I mean, it's just that kind of thing where it's like you want to call for it, but sometimes you also need to use your own critical thinking for that type of thing.
Okay.
All right, Meg, go. Your question.
All right. So say I do set up on the right side, like you said.
Yeah, honestly, I like right here. Here's pretty good. Yep.
Okay.
I think your
But,
tracer
like-
we have a better time here.
Let's say hypothetically, I do set up on the right side. The ram shield is up, right?
Yep.
Aren't I in danger of like all 5 of them turning and looking at me? And with the ram shield up, I can't really get any support.
I mean, yeah, but your tracer needs to be staged with this. I mean, it's your, and plus you have bomb, so you should be fine. So at this point, it's like you go on the Lucia, you go on the BAP, and then at this point you can like fight right here. Like you can even like keep in mind the shield. You could like play right here. And also, if you're really that worried about it, call it. Say, hey, the ram shielded. Let's like back up here. Like at this point, like if you say I don't want to go now, because your fight plan should have been, hey, we're gonna pinch right here. So you see that right in game, you're like, I don't want to go. You need to call that as soon as possible so your break can, because your team is ready to engage here. I mean, look at this, they're ready. Like your break is up here, your Juno's up here. They're all ready for you. But where's my diva? She is, I don't know, trying to go over here, I guess. So it's just that kind of thing where it's, you need to call out, I want to go in here. And if you really think it's a bad idea, you can call that thing like, hey, I can't go anymore. But that doesn't really answer your question. Back to your question is I think you'd be okay here. There's a difference. There's a difference between you flying in here to 5 of them looking at you versus this. None of them are looking at you. I
Mhm.
mean, maybe the junk will, but like, I mean, you know, you're fine here. There's a big difference, especially with like obviously they want Ram earlier, but Ram slow can fuck you up, and like Junkrat trap. Those are like really the only two things that you need to be worrying about playing against this comp on Diva. And you know, at this point, neither of those are gonna get on you here.
I'm not worried about the Symmetra.
To a certain degree, yes, but also no. You know, I think right here he has no charge. It's the beginning of the fight. When you prolong a fight against Symmetra, that's when it starts getting dangerous because she starts farming her beam, you know, all that kind of stuff. That's when she gets really dangerous, when she starts farming her beam, and that's why it's so good because you speedring here with your team and you can go super aggressive. Their sim has no charge. He's not gonna do anything. I mean, yeah, he's gonna be annoying. He's gonna do some damage, yeah, but he's not gonna do enough to demech you. And if it's really that much damage, you can just fly out in 4 seconds, like I said. I mean, I think you'd be fine. I don't think it's something to like worry about. And if you really were to get in a situation, you have bomb as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's more so worrying about that type of thing. I think the thing you need to be worrying about is the actual fight planning. I think that's really what screws you guys up here. Like even let's say you go in here and you do like a whole lot, but you still get demech by the sim because she's a big issue. Like your team should be able to. You guys should be following up on that. Your Soj has overclock. Like your Soj, I don't know why he's sliding, but probably because it's slow. But I mean, your Soj can be like slide over here, overclock, and at this point, look at you're behind him. I mean, your Tracer should be somewhere in here, like all that kind of stuff. Your Geno should be shooting at them. So it's not just like a you thing. They're not all going to be looking at you, and if they are, that opens up so much for your team. Because like I said, I mean, like over here, the difference between that is like, if you were to shoot in right here and just stand right here, you saw it opened up stuff for your team. You know, you died, but it opened up for your team. And I'm not saying that's to play every time, but you get what I'm saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So any more questions about that? That was kind of, I answered Necro and I answered you.
Yeah, I'm
Anyone
good.
else? Okay. Honestly, I think we can go over the last map, but I don't think it really matters. I'm assuming you guys are gonna be making usually the way it works, you guys make the same mistake. I'm just gonna watch a fight and see what happens because I don't think there's really a point of going over it because I think I got everything covered. But I just want to see. Yeah, so I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna look over this because it's the same thing as last fight, as the last round. But timing. Let's go back. Fight kicks off. All right, go a bit back more. All right, right here. Fight is getting ready. Grace is on an off angle. My Diva's still chilling. At this point, wait, hold on. Let's just see this. I want to play it out a bit more. All right, you're out. Your Tracer's in. Where's the communication on this?
There wasn't any.
There wasn't any. Exactly.
I was
Okay.
just forcing out the Tracer. That's why
Where's-
it was bad timing.
You don't worry about the Tracer here. You have a Brig. What do you worry about the Tracer for?
You're so right.
Alright, my Tracer recalled. Where's my Diva? Oh, he's going in. Oh, wait. I have Bolton looking at me because my Tracer's out now. Yeah, okay. Let's see what happens now. You're in, you're engaged. Where's my Tracer? Out because she went in too early. Or it wasn't calmed, I don't know what happened, but you know. She went in, she's forced out. Now you're in. Now you're getting forced out. Now my Tracer's in. And then she's out. And now you're back in. Like you see what's going on? You see it, it's literally no one's it's you guys are mirroring each other in the worst way possible. You're in now. My Tracer's in. Yeah, sure, but you're already out now, and now my Tracer's back in. My Tracer recalled. My Tracer's out. Yeah. So do you see why you lost that fight? I mean, it
Yeah.
was a whole lot of you weren't coming with your tracer. Not to mention, we just sat here the whole time. Like,
A good
what?
question right there.
Yeah.
Sh- should I speed ring through that choke point and just fly in?
Well, like right here?
Yeah, that little
Yeah.
windows.
Yeah, for sure. Like this again, this is something where you guys just need to calm this. Like your diva needs to say, "Hey, can you speed ring me?" And you start speed ring, and you guys need to dive in with your tracer, or your tracer needs to be timing better with your diva. I don't know what the case is, but there's clearly a timing issue with you guys, and it's something that you guys have to be figuring out, and something that you have to be calming. Like your diva needs to be, "Hey, like I'm going in." Your tracer needs to be calling, "Hey, I'm going in." That's something that you need to do. Even hell, even your Soj could say, "Hey, I have a good angle right now. Can we go in?" Like I don't know. Like there's anything. Like if there's anything where it's like, hey, like I said, your Soj, your Ash, your Widow. Hey, I have a really good angle. Can we fight them right here? Your traits like, hey, I can go in here. I can get a lot of value. Can we go in? You want Diva? Can we go in? Like that kind of thing. It's just it needs to. You guys need to call when you're being active and when you're not going to be active. Because we didn't. And you saw it. You saw it happen. You saw my Tracer and she uses recall, and now my Diva's in. You guys were just flip flopping each other, and it was just so easy for them because they look at your Tracer, she's out. So now what are we looking at? Oh, person in front of us, there's a free Diva to shoot. Oh, the Diva's out now. Oh wait, there's a Tracer behind us. We gotta look at her because the Diva's out now. Like they're literally just like it's so easy for them. it's like they're playing like you ever played Whack-A-Mole?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally like that. It's like imagine playing Whack-A-Mole where it's like one thing comes up really slowly, you hit it. Another thing comes up slowly, you hit it. Like that's so easy to do. But what happens when like three of them go up at a time and they're like across the board or whatever? Like it's like harder to do. It sounds stupid, but that's like an analogy for it. Like when you're playing like Whack-A-Mole, it's like it will be harder for them to deal with three things at one time versus dealing at one at a time. It's just it's just how it works.
That's actually a pretty good analogy.
Yeah. Look at that! Oh my god, team, look at us! We're timing! We're timing! We had a fight plan! Oh my god, we won the fight! Look at my Tracer! Look at my Diva, right? My Tracer's a bit late, but whatever. Alright, my Tracer's in! My Diva's in! My Soji's in! My backline's in! Look at this! Look at everybody looking! Look at it! We're all in! You guys did it. You can do it. You did it, right here. You did it. It's so easy. It's so easy. That's a lie. It's not easy, but when it happens, it's easy. So it's you can see why you win the fights you win. You can see why you lose the fights you lose. Right? I mean, can we not?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we have the problem, which is the good first step. We see the problem. We talked about how your comp worked. We found the problem. We diagnosed the problem, and now we're just at this point of how we're gonna fix the problem. How are we gonna fix the problem? Anybody?
Communicate.
Communicate. We need to be communicating when we're going in and when we're not. It would help a lot if we're calling before the fight what we want to do. That's another thing too. It'll be a lot more less like hoping you go at the same time, and you're gonna know you go at the same time. Imagine how much easier it is to say like, hey, as soon as they get right here, we're gonna go on them, right? It's just so easy. Like, hey, as soon as they cross bridge, we're gonna all go on them. Versus like they're walking. It's like, hey, can we go? Can we go? Like you see there's a difference there. It's so much. It'll flow so much easier if you guys can talk about it before it happens and plan out before it happens. It'll flow so much easier. So I want you to be a little bit more active between your fights, calling out when you want to try to pinch them, like what ults we're gonna use. And it doesn't have to be that complicated because I don't want to overcomplicate it for you guys. I want it very simple, very short, very sweet, right? The juicy parts. What else are they gonna have? What do we have? And where do we want to go in? It's just that. It's just those three things. So you have your main support needs to be Colin. They're gonna have this. You on tank, you need to be saying, all right, we have this. We're gonna use it right here. And it's that. It's that simple. It's not gonna work every time. But I would much rather have a bad shot call that we can work with than no shot call at all. If there's no shot call at all, there's nothing to work with here. We're just having this is the conversation we're having because there was no shot call. Right? We're having this conversation because there is no shot call. If there's a shot call and a fight plan before the fight, it's going to be a whole different conversation of why we lost and not a whole timing and where to pinch and all that kind of stuff. It'll be a whole different conversation than what we're having today. Right? Right. All right. Any questions? I know it's kind of a lot. I did boil it down in the team chat if you guys want to look at that later. And again, I know it was a lot, so if you don't have any questions or you just need to ponder on what I said, whatever the case may be, that's fine. So I'm going to be heading out now. So do you guys have any questions?
I do not.
Do you guys all feel comfortable? You guys all see the problem?
I do have a question actually.
Yep.
So I kind of go into the games kind of expecting my teammates to come. If I
No.
don't hear it, like, should I just like be
You're
like,
the
hey,
tank.
you know,
Why are
tell
you
me,
shooting your team, Tom? You're
tell
the
me what
tank.
you're doing?
Yeah.
I don't want
I
to.
mean,
Okay.
no, you're the tank. Say, hey, are we ready? That's all. Are we ready? Can we go? I'm getting active. Can we get active? Can we all get active here, guys? Like it's just
Okay.
that. Like stuff is it's just like it's that.
I'll try to be more like, yo, DPS, tell me what you're doing. Like, what are we like? What's going on?
Not that. Just say, can we go in? Like it's.
Yeah.
I know it feels very super divey when you talk that way, but you can apply it with literally anything. Like let's just like mix it up the tables here. Let's say we're on Ryan Sim May, right? When you call for a wall, that is essentially like if you say can we wall here, that's essentially the same as saying can we go on this Ryan here, right? It's the same thing as you being on Winston saying, hey, can we jump on them right here? It's all the same thing. It's different comps, different characters, different everything. But it all comes down to, hey, can we go on them right here? Hey, can we wall here? Hey, can we jump on them here? Hey, can we get a hack here? Hey, is my tracer ready? Like all that kind of stuff, you know?
Mm.
Or like, hey, does my widow have an angle here? Like anything like that. Anything. You know?
Makes sense.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Anything else? Alright, sounds good. You guys all feel like you came out of something today?
Yep.
If not, you can
Definitely.
say it. I'd much rather know if you guys feel like you didn't, but
Definitely.
felt pretty good. Alright. Now you guys know what you have to work on now, which is good.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm not out to be all bad. You saw the last play there. You had a good play in the Zarya. You guys are a good team. You guys are sitting on Div 4 right now, right? Aren't you?
Mhm.
You're not a bad team. There's nothing to slap yourself in the back for. It's all stuff that every team has their kinks they gotta work out. And you guys have one, and it's right here. Now it's just how do we work it out? And that's something that you guys gotta talk through with yourselves. Whether you want to talk it out with me, talk it out with Rav, talk it out with yourselves. That's a conversation you guys gotta have. But you guys should think about what was said tonight, and then we can have that conversation. You know, we know what the kinks are. We just need to figure out how to work them out. So think on that, and then when we're ready, hopefully next scrim, you guys can talk about that with each other, and we can have fight plans and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
All right, sound good?
Good to me.
All right. What's up? Were you gonna say something, Hunter?
Oh no, I just said good to me.
Oh, I thought you said can we?
Oh
And I
no.
cut you off. All right, peace out. Have a good one, guys.
Alright, have a
Yeah.
good day,
Thank you.
everybody. I'm heading to bed because I gotta wake up at 4 a.m.